What's up, Trios Tribe? We are here with another Risu Rambles, technically. uh, this, I'm trying to do a weekly news show, and we're streaming at this time, as you can see by my notepad. We are streaming this live. I thought it could be fun to start like streaming these live and stuff, so can't be too weird about it. I mean, I'll have a chat eventually, and my friends will support me, so at least I'll have viewers, so that's kind of hype. But hopefully it's more than just my friends and family. Yeah, so we did the first one, and it was like One Piece and Digimon, and I feel like that was probably a mistake. So we're just gonna start focusing a little bit better and do Digimon, and maybe we'll do a One Piece one, and then maybe I get around to doing like a more generic ramble or random one, and maybe that'll be more bite-sized and fun for people. I don't know, but come hang out in the stream. I'll try to be where the goal is to be consistent with these, and like, I don't know, like relevant. I don't know, one day we want to be relevant, right? All right, so let's just start stream and then all right, so Digimon news. So what do we got new? Let's look at our handy dandy Discord. Dash. Oh, that was a button. No, we want this one. We want this one. All right, where we go here. Grab this and make this giant. All right. So our latest news is we're still getting starter deck stuff, right? Starter deck news, leaks, reveals. Spelling. Anyway, the most important thing to come out is we got high quality images of the champions, and the champions are busted, I guess, for Agumon Tribal and Greymon Tribal, right? What it basically says here in Weeb is they both have security effects, and they'll both say, when you check this guy in security after battle, play an Agumon or play a tamer. And when I say tamer, I mean like, so Greymon plays Agumon and Tai, and then Guru plays Matt and Gabumon. And then this Greymon, he just has blocker, but his inheritable is I think it's when your target would be redirected, security +1. And now that we've all experienced the fun and love that is BT 11 or 12, we know redirecting is a very common thing in our red-black Greymon, so that inheritable is kind of clutch, especially with all the X antibody shit you can do and redirecting and passing back and forth. Like we're starting to learn that those one little memory sources here and there really make a difference. Like imagine Bailzamon without the one memory it gets from Ai and Mako just for digivolving, right? Like it's a cool boy. Like cool boy's insane, right? So think of these one memory gain things from now on as like half a cool boy, and arguably the important part of cool boy. So, and cool boy was on the docket for getting banned. So, right, and then my complaint again about all the Guru purple stuff is they're very purple focused. Like, so again, Digivolves on a Gabumon for 2, whatever. Plays a Matt, plays a Gabumon from security if it's checked in security, and then I think the inheritable is I can't remember if it's like when digivolving, draw 1, discard 1, and then the inheritable is probably like once per turn when attacking, draw 1, discard 1, and like that's a very purple thing. Like I guess it works in blue, but like blue doesn't care about its trash, so like it just doesn't work in the same way. I wish it was just memory gain, but it's not. And like hand size in blue is important, and then in purple, like you want to be trashing everything all the time, so it doesn't matter. So I don't know, it doesn't quite work with blue. Maybe it will, maybe I'm full of it, but yeah. And then if we look here, we got just more vanillas and stuff. Like nothing too exciting in terms of like the card leak front. I guess none of these are leaks, right? Like I think most of these we've known for a minute, except for this Tyrannomon. What is it? Oh, he's actually our first BT 14 card. Is this Tyrannomon? Let's check it. What does he say? It's probably too small for people. What does it say? We're gonna put it right here, nice and big. He's a dinosaur and a ceratopsian. Reduce the... Wait, what? Oh my god, I did too much. I'm sorry. Alright, so start your main phase until the end of the turn. When this Digimon would evolve into a card with Tyrannomon in its name, or dinosaur or ceratopsian. That is a very relevant keyword. Reduce the cost by 1. Okay, so it digivolves for 3, and then you can pay that memory forward by making your level 5 cheaper. Could be good, could be bad. I mean, at the start of the game, an effect like this I think is good, right? Because like a lot of the times you're sitting there and you're like, what's my opening play? I digivolve rookie, I digivolve champion, play a tamer, play a boost. So here you can say, all right, I'm gonna digivolve for 3 now, and then that's probably gonna pass turn depending. And then next turn I can promote and go into my 5 for 1 cheaper. So you're paying that memory forward. So if they choke you, you can either choke back or still digivolve for 2, keep your turn, and then like, again, like it's kind of like that one memory sometimes just like lets you advance or do things in a special way and like for turn structure. So like never look down on these effects. The only problem is it's like, do we really care about dinosaur and ceratopsians? I don't know. Well, maybe. I just can't think. The only dinosaur ceratopsian thing I can think of is, do the Greymons even count anymore? You wouldn't run this in Greymon. Obviously the Tyrannomon stuff, like clearly, but like the Tyrannomon stuff's always been kind of weak. And after that we got what was the Dobrikmon? Oh, how could I forget? Dobrikmon OTK, but they don't really care about digivolving in this way. And then the inheritable, if this Digimon has Tyrannomon in its name or dinosaur or ceratopsian, it may attack. So it's like Blitz. So it's a way to give your Dobrikmon Blitz or your Tyrannomon Blitz. Okay, that's not too bad. Again, so you would so your opponent like chokes you to 1, you can digivolve and still get the swing on your your level 5, or you can digivolve for 2, digivolve for whatever for your 6, and your 6 can still swing, and it's got pseudo Blitz, effectively giving all your top end Blitz as long as you play correctly. So that's interesting. Again, digivolving for 3 is like still weird, but it digivolves on red. They have like a new symbol for it. Let's see. Look at that. It's like, instead of having 2 bubbles saying that it digivolves on red and green, it just one little bubble for both red and green, which cleaning up our cards is important. The color wheel, I guess, is cool for colorblind people. Wasn't something I ever thought about, but it's probably important for them. And then, we got another Bukamon. What does he say? Inherited while your opponent has no Digimon with equal or more Digivolutions cards. This guy gains jamming. Well, that's an interesting baby. That actually could be really good for, not the fish deck. The fish deck doesn't care about sources, but like that could be potentially like a blue hybrid card as long as you're willing to give up the draw engine, which you're probably not willing to give up the draw engine. What am I saying? And then after that, we're gonna delete this. Get off of my note. No! All right, there we go. We made it smaller. Let's go back. And next step, what's the other thing? We have more news. How do I word this? How do I word this and make it funny? We have more news about the set after BT14 than BT14 itself. Right. We're gonna leave it like that. And what do I mean by that? We Twitter post. Can I read? Can I show this? I mean, you guys see the Discord. Man, no, that's not good. I don't like that at all. How do I want to show this? Man, I'm not happy with this. How do I want to show this? We just go like this. No, this is good enough. We're gonna do right. I'm just gonna put it on my handy dandy notepad. Hasn't let me down yet. All right, so we got EX5. It's called Animal Coliseum. So for the uninitiated, EX3 was called Draconic Roar. And basically, and it had all the dragons in it. And what's significant about it being called Draconic Roar is that we had these set of Digivices, which I'm trying to look up the link for it now. Oh, I shouldn't do that. Oh, we're blurring that out. No, that was a bad idea. Let me look it up on the side. Tenju Progress 3. Basically, all right, here we go. Perfect. And then we go to this. Bam. All right, so here we go. So Japan had these Digivices, right? And they were called Pendulum Progress 1, 2, and 3. And number 1 was called Draconic Roar. And we basically got all these Digimon. You can see it here. We got Greymon, Tyrannomon, Metal Tyrannomon, Pyldramon, Aerovedramon. And then down here, you can see we got the Imperialdramon, a Chaos Dramon, and a Mega Dramon. And basically, what I'm trying to get at is these Digivices ended up being a lot of the cards in the set that we got, right? Agumon, Veemon, Guiomon. And then it ended up, they added the rest of the 4 dragons, right? Now, we know that this one's called Animal Coliseum, and that's the same as the Digivice for 3. Basically, we can just assume that all the Digimon from this Digivice are going to be in the set itself, right? Yeah. So what am I trying to get there with it? Basically, we just know what's going to be in the set, and they've already announced that like it's going to be a 4 sovereign set. Ebenwu, Bahumon, Zeng. I'm not going to try. Screw it. As well as we're going to get Feng Longmon. And so now we have, what that leaves us with me, 2 questions about this set. Are they going to honor the original colors of all these Digimon? Because we already have Bahumon, Ebenwumon, Zukuaomon, and Azulongmon. And they're all different colors. Ebenwao is green, blue, black, red, and then blue, right? So the question becomes, are they going to make it one big set, one big deck, like they did for Dragons? Which I think that was a complete mistake. I think making 4 dragons one complete deck kind of killed the deck, right? You just had to play so many dragons, you had to do this, do that, and nothing freaking worked. So if they honor the original colors and then just make them their own decks, that could just be the whole set by itself. And then we also got Feng Longmon, and then if you play Digimon Survive, spoilers, Feng Longmon gets a special mode. So then my second question is, do we get the, was it like Chaos mode Feng Longmon? Or spoilers, sorry. Whatever. We got a special mode for that card. That guy. Do we get a card? I don't know. But we also get a new keyword, Indomitable. Just like how EX4 gave us Alliance, we're getting Indomitable. And this one sounds better, weaker, worse. I don't know. New keyword will allow a Digimon to return to battle area even after being destroyed. So it's kind of like it's kind of like we're just giving everybody that purple card with the one with the Impmon on it. And he's going like back for revenge. Basically, everything gets to revive itself if it has this keyword, and that's a purple effect. And I find it very amusing that we're just kind of taking away from purple and giving it to everybody else, because purple is just a dead color, unless you count Beelzemon, which it's hard for me to count things like Beelzemon as a purple deck, because like, what do you it's so self-contained. Like, you don't play extra stuff, you're just playing pure Beelzemon cards and moving on with your life. There is like, the only non-Beelzemon card is what's it called, the one with Myotismon on it, the delay, Miss Memory Boost. That's like the only card they play that's not Beelzemon. So it's weird for me to call it like a purple deck, but I could just be being nitpicky, and Beelzemon's gonna clap us for the rest of for a while. Like, that deck does not get bad, but whatever. Yeah, so this is gonna be EX5. So we know all of this about EX5, and we don't know bumkiss bumkiss about BT14 other than a Bukomon and a freaking Tyrannomon, which Tyrannomon's always gotten very sus support over the years. Like, let's remember we got a bunch of Tyrannomon support in BT11 in the same set that Black War Greymon came out, and did Tyrannomon do anything with a whole line of support? Nope. So it shows you where Bandai's at with giving a damn about that deck. And then all right, after that we will, what's next? Go back to our news screen, and I think that's it. I think there wasn't too much for Digimon news. We got word of when we're getting the boost. Not the boost, the trainings they're called. So they're basically like boosts, minus, except they play for 2 and they reduce the Digivolution cost of the next Digimon to Digivolve. Doesn't work with hybrids because your tamer is not a Digimon when you activate this effect. And they've reduced the Digivolution cost by 2, so they pay for themselves. So like they're a perfect replacement. And on top of that, you play them, they reveal 2, and you can pick up 1 card of the color of the training you played. So I play the red training, I reveal 2, I can take a red card, period. So options, tamers, Digimon, whatever, if it's red, it's yours. And that's kind of just gonna be better than memory boosts, probably, unless the meta shifts and everyone's just playing it's Syakomon and then I think Cutemon. Those are the 2 Digivolution cost floodgates, which blue is probably never going to run that, and yellow is so far from relevant that, I mean, I guess theoretically CrossArt could play that one, but in terms of blue decks, I don't think any blue deck has room to really be playing a Syakomon just to counter these like boost cards. So probably looking like these are going to be busted. Granted, like the memory blocker ones are way more relevant because purple has a very easy time just bringing back a Gazi, and then Midoki Betamon. Like there's so much more errant memory gain in across decks that it becomes more worth it to play those. So I don't know. So we'll see. These are probably just going to be better than memory boosts. So or you just could go hog wild and play both. You play these, you play memory boosts, and you just have a ton of options to try to be consistent in finding all your pieces. Could work. I could just imagine training, like training, searches training, and then you digivolve for free into your level 17 or whatever. But I think that's about it. I actually thought we'd have more news by now. That's why I think it's like been 2 weeks since the last one I did, and some alt arts. Look at these. We don't know when we're getting these. We voted for Angel Woman alt art. How about that? This Davis and Ken looks pretty good. I'm kind of want it, but kind of don't. I like the one we also have. So, and then I don't know what this even is. Another promo, but Blast. Yeah, we still don't know anything about Blast Ace, and that's supposed to be like the most important thing, like the new exciting thing, and we've barely talked about it. All right. Oh, I guess we can talk about this. All right. This one deserves a bullet point. What was I gonna say? Is Digimon dying? Dying? We're gonna go with that. Dying. Is Digimon dying? May 6th edition. Probably. I don't know. It just depends. Depends on how you look at it. So there's multiple ways you can keep looking at it. Clearly there was an uproar on Twitter / YouTube, the only places I really look anywhere for info. And basically everyone's like, oh, we're getting less events. Oh, I'm gonna be done after Digimon, blah blah blah. All these other card games are coming out. Like One Piece, Battle Spirits, Grand Archive, Lorcana, and everyone's like, "Meh, meh, 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 meh. This is my last, like, should I call anyone?" Like, Joe Dobby was like, "This might be my last year at Digimon playing competitively." And I was like, okay, that makes sense. And he gave a bunch of reasons, and I'm like, I can't hate him for it. But it comes down to, like, the biggest things people are saying are like, we're getting less events. And, like, to me, that hasn't mattered. So I don't really care, because I've stopped doing, like, online events, like, last year completely. Just not my vibe. I honestly get stressed out at big events. And we're getting less events. And it just feels like, even in the Eastern scene, it just, everyone's feeling like One Piece is getting all this stuff. And, like, think about like just the kind of attention One Piece is getting in terms of, like, support, or not prize support, but like events. It just feels like every other week there's something for One Piece. On, like, and then Battle Spirits is getting a ton. Like, they had a whole pre-release party thing in Las Vegas for Battle Spirits, and you're like, okay, Digimon started during COVID, but, like, that doesn't, like, we haven't gotten another Digifest. Digifest was dope, but we haven't gotten that. They want less people at nationals. That's gonna be very weird. I still think that store tournaments not giving invites is a travesty. I think that really it's just gonna kill the game. Like, why do I want to pay an extra? It's gonna be like, what, an extra at least $10 at a store at my weekly tournament, just because it happens to be a store championship, and, like, somebody at the top gets a couple extra alt arts that, like, look, man, like, I just want to play. Like that invite's really what makes people care. The alt arts will always be, which is something that's always been great about Digimon, is the alt arts are nice to haves, not have to haves. And just, like, I don't want to pay extra for my day just to, like, fund somebody's alt art addiction. I want to be able to compete for something, and that something was the invite, and now there's no point. So it's kind of like a but yeah, yeah, that's it. And then, so that they're getting less events. Like, you can clearly see that, like, Battle Spirits is getting more support than Digimon, and you can clearly see that One Piece too. And, like, there's that side of it, right? There's, like, the Bandai help us side of it, where it feels like it's dying and the formats feel shitty, and like just, like, the way they support the card game, the cards that are coming out, it's just like we're starting to go on this, like, treadmill of, like, all right, BT 12, get your Beelzemon decks, because that's the best deck. BT 13, you better get Shine Greymon, that's the best deck. EX4 was a joke. And what after that? We don't know anything about BT 14, but we'll see. But yeah, like, so there's that side of all of it. But at the same time, like, I go to locals, and we still have, like, 20-man locals, 15-man locals, like, every week. And, like, the like, people side of it is still fun. Hanging out with my friends and all that is still great. So, like, and I imagine, like, I don't know what other, maybe we're just privileged in Orlando that, like, our Digimon scene, or our particular Digimon scene, is still strong. So, like, I go to my locals, and it still is like everyone's here. Like, the game's not dying. I'm showing up. Everyone's still signing up to GFG locals or whatever. But it, like, I don't know. It's like, how do you merge the two to make an opinion? I don't know. I still want to play Digimon. Digimon is still, like, it's just the more fun game. Like, I'm sorry if that hurts people's feelings. Digimon is just more fun. It's simpler. I could just sit down and play. Where it's One Piece, like, it's definitely the more competitively thoughtful game. And if you like doing that on your Friday after an 8-hour workday, and, like, just going in on your match for 4 rounds, 5 rounds, like, I feel you. However, that's not necessarily fun. That's just engaging. And if, like, sometimes that kind of engaging isn't fun because you just want to breathe. And Battle Spirits, I haven't even looked into Battle Spirits. And then they have they have what's it called? They have Lorcana, not Lorcana. They have Union Cross Tag Super Edition, and I'm like, it's all right. Pick a card game. Let us play, man. Catch the stream. I'm gonna try to be consistent. I'm gonna try to do announcements for it. Streaming's okay. I would like to try it. I always hear it's fun, but I don't know. Like, share, subscribe. See you guys next time. I hope you just enjoy listening. Bye.